Hey, I'm Kevin Ashford, Head Brewer Creative Director at Figueroa Mountain Brewing Company. I'm here to talk about our Golden Mocha Ale, Zero to Sexy, where we use cacao nibs from 24 Blackbirds chocolatiers here in Santa Barbara, as well as great coffee from our friend Santa Barbara Roasting Company. Zero to Sexy, the Golden Mocha Ale, is a very light in color beer that uses lactose to create a lot of texture. But at the same time, we're using coffee and cacao nibs to create this really luxurious chocolate and coffee pairing, but in a very light beer format.
My name is Mike Orlando and we're at 24 Blackbirds Chocolate Factory. So we source our beans from 5 different countries, Madagascar, Tanzania, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, and Bolivia. So these are the origin of beans that go into Zero to Sexy. This is Oco Caribe from the Dominican Republic. And we hand sort through them to remove all of the unwanted bits. Anything that's not going to contribute to the final flavor of the chocolate gets pulled out at this stage. From here, these beans will get weighed out onto big sheet pans and roasted. The nibs for Zero to Sexy, the Oco Caribe origin, can tolerate a hotter, shorter roast, which brings out a lot more of the cocoa character. Once the beans are roasted, we have to crush them and then remove the shell to extract the cocoa nib. And the vacuum will pull away the shell and it lets the nibs that you want fall into a collection bin. Once all of the shell is separated from the cocoa beans, the nibs are packaged up and sent over to Fig Mountain.
Once we get the cacao from our friends over at 24 Blackbirds, we take it and put it into mesh bags and soak it in the beer in the tanks behind me. It really helps to impart a lot of great chocolate flavor and aroma into the beer. We add the beans and cold brew coffee from Santa Barbara Roasting Company at a later time than the chocolate. We pour the whole beans right into the tank and we add the cold brew later, right before the beer is packaged.
The Milano blend was a really intense and specific coffee that we designed to brew as an espresso, to have a great sipping espresso. We chose it for the Zero to Sexy because of those characteristics. We noticed that it didn't overpower the beer, but really gave it a great chocolatey, medium coffee flavor. Our cold brew coffee is really special. We brew it for 24 hours at 40 degrees the whole time. We comprised a specialty blend just for our cold brew, and we've noticed that in this process, adding that to the Zero to Sexy, it adds a deeper, richer coffee flavor while enhancing that chocolate and sweetness to the beer. And it's so weird seeing a light beer. You're about to sip it and you think it's gonna kind of go play along with those other light beers that you know so well. When it hits your palate, it's so heavy of a chocolate and coffee flavor that it blows your mind. It literally freaks it out to where it doesn't know if it's tasting a dark or light beer, and it's this total mind explosion, and it's just my favorite. It's out of control.
Making a beer like this is very difficult because we use so many high quality ingredients. For a beer that's so light in color, Zero to Sexy really has intense aromas and flavors of coffee and chocolate. We're really happy with how this beer turned out and we hope you enjoy it.